Hello, everybody. Welcome to your yoga boost, tush and tummy. Find a comfortable way to stand on your mat. You can be hip width apart or wider. And we really focus on this stance before we ever go anywhere else. So down to those feet, from your legs and your hips, you are going to push your feet out, really focusing on pushing the outer foot by the pinky toes down and out so that you can engage and fire the outer legs. To get your inner thighs and your pelvic floor to fire, you lift your toes, lifting those arches up, and I want you to feel it all the way up to your pelvis. Maybe even I can feel it because muscle memory works pretty darn good. It'll lift all the way up, almost like you have a zipper going up the front of your core. And if you don't feel that yet, that's okay. This is practice. If we just keep repeating, it'll happen. And then keep that engagement and try to relax your toes with all this in the proper alignment. And then let's get this pelvis into alignment. Mine is already tipping forward, so I'm just going to bring it back ever so slightly. I don't want to tuck my tailbone under. I just want to bring myself into neutral. And I want to try to get my shoulders over top of my hips. So I'm going to pick my shoulders up, back, and then let my shoulders drop down and out of my ears. And make sure when you didn't do that, you actually moved your torso. You want your sternum over top of your pelvis. So if you're here, yes, I want you to lift it up. Right here is the bottom of your breastbone. Make sure that your pelvis and your breastbone are on top of each other. Let those shoulders be relaxed out of your ears. You can place hands on the belly, hand on the belly, hand on the heart, whatever you choose, or you can let your arms hang. And if you're balanced, maybe close your eyes. And not everybody can do that. So if you can't, that's okay. Focus on the floor. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Taking a look at your body, noticing each and every part. And today, our intention is to focus. Feel that engagement, feel each little muscle moving. Our first boost, we will be moving, getting our heart rate up, moving probably muscles that you don't naturally move, because we're going to be doing lateral movements side to side, waking those muscles up. And definitely, once we hit the floor, we are going to be using muscles we do not naturally use. And they begin to fall asleep. We don't use them, we lose them. So we're going to try to wake the body up. So I really want you to focus on that. We can do mindful movements and engage, or you can just move mindlessly. You get to choose. We have a choice in everything that we do. So you can engage the muscles, or you can just move mindlessly. And I want you to engage the muscles. I want you to use them. I want you to wake them up. Let's come back to life. Let's liven up and wake our bodies up, because you will mentally also feel alive. That's why I call this a boost. I don't want it just a physical boost. I want it also a mental boost. And we start our day that way every day, with this physical and mental boost. Take a deep breath in. Blow it out. Release the arm. And just wake up that neck. Begin to circle. Your circles. How's your neck? What's your neck like? Say hello. Oh my gosh, how's my neck? And switch direction. And then bring your head to stillness, nose forward. Inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. I want you to reach one arm up and the other arm up. And alternate, stretching and reaching. Oh, waking that body up. Reach both arms up. You're going to let the arms begin to come down. Take the hips back into space, into that chair pose, but let the hands land on the thighs. Now let's go into some cat and cows here. Round your spine, tucking the tailbone, drop the head, press your heart up towards the ceiling, opening the back of your spine up. And now just the opposite. Press the heart down and forward, lift your tailbone up and allow your head to rise up, but don't jam your neck back. Should be natural flowing movement. Round into cat. Pressing your heart up towards the sky, tucking the tailbone, let the head drop. And then press the heart first down, and then as it lifts a little forward, let your heart shine forward. And then round. Go ahead on your own. Waking up your spine. And then bring your spine somewhere in the middle there into what feels like a comfortable neutral place. Straighten your legs, and you should look like an upside down L. And then take your hips back into space. So the knees should stay right over top the ankles. It's your butt going back, looking for that chair. And then straighten. Butt going back, looking for that chair. Straighten. Butt back, looking for the chair. And straighten. A couple more. Saying hello to the hamstrings and the butt. Waking them up nice and slow. Don't overstretch, just lengthening. And the next time that you're back, we're going to stay back there. Round the spine back into the cat. So tuck the tailbone, let the head drop. Roll yourself up. Roll the shoulder blades back. We are going to take that right arm back up to the sky. Reach as high as you can and lean over. Slide that left hand down. And then bring yourself up, take the right arm down, reach the left arm up, slide the right arm down, lean. And bring yourself up. Those arms down, pick the shoulder blades up to your ears, roll them back and drop them down. Let's take a few shoulder rolls here. Breathe. Excellent. Let those arms relax down. And then give them a little wiggle, wiggle those fingers, open and close those fingers. And I'm going to show you our first boost. So this is one we do quite often. It works our entire lateral body. And I'll give a little bit more explanation here of things that I want you to focus on. So we're going to keep it a little slower today. So yes, you'll be able to use weights. So we're going to do what I like to call adult jumping jacks. Not really. They're 5-point star, chair pose, 5-point star. Things that we really want you to focus on here and why we do it and the actual really correct way of doing it. So when we go back into chair works glutes and core, and they have to work together, because when the hips go back, as soon as my hips go back, I should be bringing my body weight back onto my heels, which engages the glutes. So the butt goes back, and literally this is all you have to do. just enough. As soon as you push back, pressing the heels into the floor and pressing away. Just the opposite, like I said yesterday, of Dorothy. We're not clicking the heels together. We're clicking the heels out and away from each other to engage the glute. But as you go down, you should also be engaging the core and lifting up. So you're getting both the tummy and the tush engagement here. Okay, and that's all that you really need to do in the middle. Okay, so this is our middle point. And then you're going to come up kind of in an explosion, and you're really pushing and firing here so you can switch this body weight from side to side. And you need this. That standing leg is really pushing into the floor so that the other leg you can either touch or you can lift. So both of these side lateral glutes, gluteus actually minimus, that needs to fire to be able to lift. And again, you can just touch or you can lift, and this side core has to shorten to pull the leg up. So you can see how both tush and tummy have to really work here. Arms can do whatever you want. They can go up, they can go out to a T, they can go down. Watch your shoulder movements. So we're here, and then you're going to explode and press up for the power and the lift. Again, those of you that have been doing this class, you'll lift. Most of you will probably be lifting. I can see a lot of you, and most of you lift most of the time. And some of you can't lift, and that's okay. There's structural things in your hips too, like the bones in your hip joints where you can't lift. So don't feel that you're not getting it. Engage those muscles. Okay, let's go. Again, weights or no weights, that's up to you. We use a timer so we don't have to count. Makes life a lot easier. We'll cross our arms for our chair and then be ready to explode. Here we go. So you're taking it down, and then you're going to come up to explode. Down, push your feet hard into the floor, feel your butt fire. So you can lift, and that really engages the core. But if you're not pushing into the floor, your balance stinks. And up, excellent. We're going to take a side bend. So we're going to open up that side waist. Okay, 5 seconds, switch to the other side. Okay, here we go. Back to center, arms crossed and back. Up and down, up and down. Yes. See, I love this because it looks like, hooray, I'm doing it. Okay, you really, really have to press hard. That standing leg is straight and strong, and you're pushing into the heel to engage the glute and rest. Side bend. Side bend. Excellent. Here we go. Chair and up and down. Press. Press. You go as fast or as slow as you want to go. Again, you don't have to lift the leg. You can just touch and get that little gluteus minimus muscle working, and you're done. Rest. Side bend. Other side, side bend. Excellent. Here we go. Arms crossed, hips back, up, up and down, up and down. I love to say this is X's and O's. You're loving your body by taking care of it, by moving it, by strengthening it. Excellent. And rest. Side bend. Other side, side bend. Great job. Here we go. Down and up. Up. Are you really being focused? Laser focused, really engaging, pushing the foot into the floor, lifting the other one. Great job. Rest. This one's tiring. Fabulous, guys. I'm so proud of you for showing up. Here we go. Down, up, down and up. Yes. Awesome. All you have to do is do your best. Maybe do one part of this. pieces and parts, working your way up to the full movement rest. Side bend, side bend. Excellent, here we go. Down and up, down and up. You go at your pace, really focusing on that standing leg and touching out to engage. Almost there. And rest. Side bend. You only have one more round left. That's it, 20 seconds. Okay, here we go. Down and up, down, up. Yes. And you can just do the legs. You get tired, just do the arms. You do you. You know, if you just keep showing up, it'll get easier and easier each time. And you're done. Yes. Put those weights down if you're holding on to them. All right. Stand up nice and tall. Good job. Make sure that your feet are about hip width apart or wider so that you have good, stable foundation. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take your left hand to your right wrist, pull up, and then lean. And the other side, switch. And bring yourself up. And take the arms down for a second here. I want you to cross left leg in front of the right. Now, you can be here, you can cross over. I actually find better balance if you're crossed over. And from here, you're gonna kick your hips back, like you're kicking your tailbone back. Begin to hinge forward. And going down just to where you feel comfortable. And if you want, you can take your chest a little bit, your whole torso a little bit to the right so you get a better stretch, or to the right, to the left. Actually, it doesn't matter probably which way you go because you get a better stretch in either hip, no matter which way. Breathe. And slowly tuck your tailbone under, round your spine, and walk your hands up your body. Press off the front leg, come back to stand. We're gonna switch, bring the right leg in front of the left. And then again, kick your tailbone back to hinge forward. And you can stay there, or you can take your torso left or right to try to increase that stretch. Breathe. And bring yourself up. Let's step together. I want you to soften your knees. Imagine that there's a hula hoop on the ground. So this is really great to loosen up the fascia in your low back. We're going to pretend we have a hula hoop on, but what I want you to do is trace your hips with the hula hoop. Kick your hips to one side, take it back, and circle all the way around. So you're not moving your chest. Yes, the lower body begins to move, but you're circling. Just imagine you're drawing circles and then switch direction. And then bring your hips to stillness. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, arms down, hips back into space in the chair, and always support, hands on the thighs first. And you can always stay there if you can't bring your head below your heart, or otherwise you can bring belly down towards the thighs, drop your head. Hands can stay at your knees. You can drop the hands down to the floor, grab your elbows. And if you want, straighten your legs more. They never need to be straight. Just taking your tailbone up towards the sky. Let your head drop down, relax your neck. Take a deep breath in. And blow it out. And again, take the hips back and now lower yourself down to the floor. I'm gonna go down to the floor. But I like you to take your time. I don't want anybody to get dizzy. So this is where you may want, that's why I grabbed the cushion, not necessarily that I need it. I wanted to be able to show you. We're going to be on our side or hip. I'm going to give you a few different things here. So this movement can be a little complicated in the hip. It is so fabulous for your side core and your side hip. And we have done this before, just once though. So you can lay down. This is variation 1. You can lay down, have your hand, have a pillow, have something underneath your head. So this level can be a little bit easier to control. One of the things you really have to control is your core holding your pelvis. That's why I left our camera down today so that you could see better. So you don't want this movement going on. You can use your arm, but I really want you to get the core engagement. So each time we lay down, I want you to try to lift up on the pelvis. So that bottom of the pelvis floor. So think again, that zipper of the jeans, you're zipping up, lifting up, and it's just an engagement of like 1 to 2. And try to keep that pelvis from swaying back and forth. We're going to kiss the knees. And this is the part where this engagement of the glutes, this outer glute and the core come in. So when the knees kiss, this lower foot is going up towards the ceiling. And I want you to lift it to where you can feel the core and you can feel the butt. So we're here. And then the next part of the movement is the knees open and the feet touch. So now you squeeze back in the back glute. Okay, so I want you to focus. Knees, practice, and feet. Knees and feet. And again, you can do this and just move, go through the motions with no engagement. It's not that hard. If I do this, I don't feel anything. Or you can really open and squeeze and then bring it in here and really squeeze. So you get to choose. We always have a choice. And to make it even a little bit harder, you could even come up here because now you're bringing the rib cage down towards the hips and you really have to stabilize. For me to keep my balance here and do it is much harder because now I'm balancing on my hip. I want to sway. So you really have to engage. You do not have to do that. It's much harder. So we're going to do 4 rounds one side, 4 rounds the other side. I took a lot of time to explain that because I really want you to get the focus and the engagement here. All right. So pull that tummy in, number 1. We're going to touch the knees. That foot is going to go up and then down. Knees touch, feet touch. Really squeeze the butt. Knees touch, feet touch. Knees touch, feet touch. Knees, feet, squeeze. Knees and feet. Excellent. Relax. Draw the knee forward for that stretch. Take a deep breath in. Blow it out. Okay, take the leg down. Here we go. Knees, take that foot up and feet. Knees 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 and feet. Good. Take that leg forward. Breathe. Okay, take it back. Here we go. Knees, that foot goes up, and feet. Knees and feet. Knees and feet. Knees. Are you focusing? Keep the belly pulled in, squeeze those glutes. Okay. And rest. Draw that knee forward. And breathe. Okay, last round on this side. Here we go. Knees and feet. Knees and feet. Knees and feet. Knees and feet. Knees, feet. Knees, feet. Knees, feet. Excellent. Okay, we're going to switch to the other side. You can just roll over. I think you guys should have it by now. Okay, here we go. Pull your tummy in, zip it up first. And now bring the knees. Make sure that foot is going up enough to feel the squeeze. And then squeeze open the knees. Knees together, feet touch. Knees touch, feet touch. Knees touch, feet touch. Knees touch. All right, rest. Now, if those glutes and those abs have not been firing for many, many years, this is hard to get them firing. Okay, bring it together, zip the core up. Here we go. Knees touch, feet touch. 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 Excellent. Knee comes forward. Breathe. Slide back. Here we go. Knees touch, feet touch. Knees touch, feet touch. Knees, feet. Make sure that pelvis isn't swaying. Keep going on your own. Make sure that engagement is happening. Okay, make sure that you can feel that and rest. Take the knees forward. Knee. You only got one more left, guys. That's it. Here we go. All right, zip the belly up. Knees touch, feet touch. Knees, feet. Knees, feet. Knees, feet. Keep it going. You're almost there. Knees, feet. Is your pelvis swaying? Are you keeping it still? Rest. Oh, fabulous. Roll onto your back. Oh. Okay, we got to stretch that out. Do one of my favorites. Now the legs can stay here with the knees bent, or you can cross your right leg over your left, kick the hips. So the knee that's crossed over, we kick the hips to the same side. So kick the hips to the right, drop the knees to the left. Now make sure you're not having any kind of knee, hip, or back pain from this. Adjust the shoulders. You can open your arms to a T, raise your arms overhead. You can do whatever you want with your arms, your head, your legs. This is your movement. Stretch the hip and that side waist out and breathe. Okay, let's go to the other side. Switch legs, cross left knee over the right. All right, kick hips left to drop the knees to the right. Again, once you're comfortable there, arms can be down out to a T or up over your head. And breathe. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Roll to your back. Uncross. And draw your knees into your chest and give yourself a massage, rocking side to side. Giving yourself a massage. And then set those feet down. And you can have knees bent with your feet flat to the floor, or reach your arms overhead and give yourself a big stretch. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. And then bring your arms down by your sides. Allow your body to begin to soften. There's absolutely nothing to do. Just take these words in. Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strength. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Wiggle your toes and fingers, gently waking your body. Roll to your favorite side. And come up to sit. Om Shanti. Infinite peace and many blessings to each and every one of you. Have an absolutely fabulous day. Namaste.
Thanks, Audrey.